You know, movies are often treated as entertainment, something to fill time, escape boredom, or forget the world for a couple of hours. But if that were all they were, they wouldn't stay with us long after the credits roll. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you just be at the cinema, you be watching a good movie, yeah, and a week after the movie, you be like, yo, that movie was, yo. But listen, movies don't just entertain us, you know, they think with us. This video is about the philosophy of movies, what films are, what they do to us, and why cinema has become one of the most powerful ways humans explore meaning, truth, and identity. For most of history, philosophy lived in books, lectures, and arguments. But in the last century, philosophy found a new medium, film. Movies ask the same questions philosophers have always asked. Who am I? What is real? What makes life meaningful? Do we have free will? How should we live? The difference is that movies don't argue these questions with logic alone. They show them. When The Matrix asks whether reality is an illusion, it doesn't give us an essay. It gives us a choice between a red pill and a blue pill. When Blade Runner asks what makes someone human, it doesn't define humanity. It lets us feel through artificial beings who suffer, love, and fear death. Cinema turns abstract philosophy into lived experiences. Now, I'm going a little bit off script here, but to be honest, like, that's actually very true. If we were to go to watch a movie and it didn't really resonate with certain experiences that we had as humans, we just feel like we're watching moving images of stuff that's not really relatable. Therefore, you can't really imagine this in your life, and you can't really take away certain things from movies. And I feel like that's where philosophy really comes in, right? It really challenges your thoughts and understanding it and your feelings of the things around you, right? One of the most philosophical powers of movies is perspective. A film doesn't just tell us what happens, it places us inside someone else's way of seeing the world. For 2 hours, we inhabit another body, another morality, another set of desires and fears. This is why films are such powerful empathy machines. In Taxi Driver, we see the world through Travis Bickle's isolation and paranoia. In Moonlight, we experience identity as something fragile, shaped by environment and expectation. Philosophically, this matters because it challenges the idea that there is only one correct way to experience reality. Movies remind us that truth is often subjective and shaped by where you stand. Unlike real life, movies can loop time, freeze it, fracture it, rearrange it. In Memento, memory is unreliable, forcing us to question whether identity can exist without continuity. In Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, love becomes something defined not by happiness, but by the willingness to remember pain. In Arrival, time stops being linear and free will becomes inseparable from acceptance. These films echo philosophical ideas from thinkers like Henry Bergson and Martin Heidegger, who argued that time isn't just a measurement, it's how consciousness itself unfolds. Movies don't just represent time, they perform it. Movies are not just stories on a screen, they are questions, they are mirrors. They are philosophical laboratories where ideas are tested, not in words, but in human experience. So the next time you watch a film, don't just ask whether it was good or bad. Ask what it was trying to say about being alive. Because sometimes the deepest philosophy doesn't come from books. It flickers in the dark, 24 frames at a time.